Different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And today I'm excited to be on GameFound. Not for the game I'm covering, but more because I just really am enjoying GameFound lately. In fact, today I'm covering a fan-requested one. That is Nickelodeon Avatar Journey of Aang. Now, before we get into this, I am not an Avatar fan, but I still am going to try and go for this ride because if the game looks fun, a game looks fun. I don't really care what the thing is. Looking at the main image, hey, we have Avatar. That's all I need to know. I'd love to know a player link, the time count, an age, some components, some mechanisms, something. But hey, you've got Avatar. Why tell me any of that? In Avatar Journey of Aang, 1 to 4 players join forces taking the role of Aang's companions. Each player will guide Aang in his journey to master water, earth, fire, air, and restore balance to the world. I like the idea of these. I don't know. I thought I was really gonna like those, but it's like I feel like that you could almost put something more useful there in category than category. Hey, Sean. So I do know it's cooperative, 45 minutes, 1 to 4 players. That's a pretty nice sweet spot, honestly. That's especially for a game with an IP like this coming from Nickelodeon. And my first gut reaction is $286,000 doesn't feel like an amazing amount for this. It doesn't feel terrible by any stretch of the imagination. But if I told you this was $2.8 million or, $1 million or $600,000, I don't think you'd bat an eye, right? Especially considering it had 11,000 hearts to 2.4 thousand people backing. Now, that's not necessarily a kiss of death or anything. If you go and look at some of these numbers, they're all over the board. Some are 1 to 10, some are 1 to 3, 1 to 4. It's just really interesting to see. I love the fact that GameFound lets us show that information. As always, though, when we go in the video, I'm thinking 3 things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Convince me. Oh, that looks very not Avatar-y. I don't know. I don't know why. It just didn't strike me as Avatar at first glance. Let's get into it. 46, that's fast. Grammarly will not quit, by the way. Alright, so we got the board, and I got the box. There's dice. You're gonna be traveling around. Yeah, it just at first glance, this just looks like a lot of other games. And that's fine. It's just I was expecting. I see why you're not showcasing the components. I guess that's what I'm saying here. Now we're talking component. As soon as we zoom in, though, different story. So this would be a great component to show me, especially if you're trying to sell me oh, that's the thing from the show. And it does look pretty sick. I'm curious to see what this is. Is this plastic? Because that looks like a really gorgeous piece of plastic. I also do like the shot of the map. It made me okay, that looks like a fun map to go on. Card, successful adventure. So we got asymmetric special abilities, it looks like. Cool. Lot of artwork to text factor there, which I'm not the biggest fan of. But hey, I'm not the target market. Obviously, Avatar fans are. Ooh, also, little nice job there, spotlighting some really nice custom dice in the upper right-hand corner, getting me a little bit more prepared for the high price point that inevitably might ensue here, even though it might not. I could actually see this being a pretty decent price, especially considering they're probably going to be making a snot load of copies of this, right? If you have, if you got potentially one shot guaranteed to make an Avatar board game, you're going to make a small print run, you're going to make a big print run, you're probably going to go with the big one, I'd say. So hopefully they pass on the value to the consumers. But nice looking dice up there. They really pop. Okay. See some cards. This is a guy that's more fancy dice. We get it. They are really like to show off the dice. I kind of just want to see how much. I feel like there's a solid 7 to 10% of this video that's probably just dice, if we're really looking at the numbers here. I think that might be a low estimate. Oh, hey. So there was the one component that's going to move the needle. I don't think the dice. I mean, the dice are nice. The dice are icing on the cake, though. That guy's cake. And the cards are. They're not making me feel like this is going to be deeply thematic, which once again, the board didn't at first glance either. But now that we're zoomed in a little bit more, it's just, I don't feel the theme leaking off this one. Which sucks, because I routinely, I love covering games that I'm not interested in the intellectual property behind it, because if I'm still oh, I can't wait to check this one out, I feel like they really crushed it, whereas this one, I'm not feeling that vibe nearly as strong. I mean, I want to know how the gameplay works, but I still don't feel like you've even told me hardly much of anything about the gameplay, have you? There's like a solid 6 seconds that was just dice. Like, it's a choice. And 6 seconds in a 46-second video, that would be what, roughly 7.5? 1 over 7.5-ish? Okay. So yeah, I think my estimate on the dice. Your journey begins now. Yeah, that is. I did not feel like that was a great video, and I feel like there's a lot of for being a 46-second video. I feel like there's a lot of wasted time too. So that's like 6 seconds at the end, where it's like, what? Why? See, and here's what I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess this was a promotional video that they were using on various different like social medias or stuff like that to send you to this. But now that we're here, I feel like we need something different than just the launch trailer. Maybe there is. Maybe there's another one here. Is there something else? It's the launch trailer. So this is the preview trailer. Oh, is this the one you want me to watch?
Enter the world of
Oh, okay, okay. Maybe this is the one they want me to watch. I don't think so, because once again, this is the number one. But hey, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I thought that video was pretty poor. So let's see if this one crushes. Maybe they ripped out all the good stuff, aka how to play the game and what the game's about, what it feels like. Let's go.
Avatar, where the fate of the world rests in your hands.
Hey! I thought that was he was colored. No, he's not. Also, he looks larger. I'm not mad about the size. But the color, it's confusing. Okay.
Guide Aang.
Oh, is this the standard? This is the standard plebeian one? This is the one nobody's going to get? Because there's always got to be the standard deluxe, because that's just how we kickstart nowadays. That's how we game found, so we backer kit. Oh, I hate that trend so much. Like, I hate that trend so much. I can't wait till that trend goes away.
On his journey through the 4 nations to train under the guidance of his loyal companions. Prepare the Avatar for the battle ahead. Race.
Wow. I'm glad we put a card there and rotated it. What are you trying to tell me? I don't even know what's on the card.
Prepare the Avatar for the battle ahead.
Oh, okay. So there's okay. So as you keep turning it, you get better, presumably, because oh no, the fire is on top. Okay, cool. Maybe showcase that to me a little bit more, because I doubt most people are going to notice that in the, you know what do we got? 4 seconds. 13.
Prepare the Avatar
14.
for the battle ahead.
So from the time that I actually saw that there was some symbologies on the cards to that card being gone was 4 seconds. Like, and one of my eyes were elsewhere in the video. It's just, we're running through this. We're running through this as fast as we can. And it's just sacrificing information that I'd love to know, presumably as a non-fan, but also as a fan as well. Like, gone are the days where you can just slap an IP on it. Well, I guess they're still here, but I feel like they're going to last a long time. But they're not as fruitful as they used to be. Okay, like, I'm not going to pretend like they're not still here and they're not everywhere and they're not making tons of cash. But they're not making as much cash unless you do it right.
Race against time to help Aang to bring balance to the world before Sozin's Comet arrives. Test Aang's skill with...
So that was dropping a little bit more of the theme, which I do like, because if I'm a fan, I'm like, oh, okay, cool, this is the Comet one. All right, cool.
Every role. Will you overcome the challenge? Shape your destiny. Harness the power of the...
So I'm going to try and rewind this and see what they're showcasing to me with this card, because I don't know. I have no idea. This is the bad guy. Let's go.
Arrives. Test Aang's skill with every role. Will you overcome the challenge? Shape your destiny.
Cool. Now it's on fire, and I'm assuming I have to roll the dice and get 10 of each of those symbols, but that's because I've rewinded this like 3 or 4 times in various different spots to try and figure out what the hell's going on in your game. I don't feel like either of these videos are doing a great job showcasing the game itself. Either how thematic it feels, or just the gameplay being fun. It feels like it's missing.
Harness the power of the elements to defeat the Fire Lord before the Comet.
So how long was that? Like, that was like just you focusing on a flaming card for like 11 seconds and talking. Like, why couldn't you have been showcasing like, oh, Aang rolling dice and coming up with 8 instead of 10 and like, so he takes the damage. There could have been so much more here. Like, I feel like they're really wasting time and space in the video, especially because they're trying to go at a lightning quick pace. Just everything about this feels off.
Power of the elements to defeat the Fire Lord before the Comet. risk the wrath of the Phoenix King.
Oh, okay, so he powers up if something bad happens. Okay, I think I understood that. But why couldn't you showcase, like, on the board where it's like, oh, now the token's moved all the way to the left, if that's in fact the case, because I think that's what it is.
Join the adventure now. Follow Avatar, Journey of Aang on GameFound.
Also, just the last 6 seconds. I wonder if that's, like, something that GameFound is like, yeah, but you have to put this at the end. I wonder if that's part of the agreement they would have. That's like, it's a clever idea.
Journey of
If that is in fact that. Otherwise, I think that's not a great choice. Like, presumably I can click on it and I'll get there. So after the video, do I want it? Not really. I'm not an Avatar fan, but as just a gaming enthusiast, it looks... Actually, wow, where's this? That didn't feel like that was really showcased in the video that well. There's like a pegboard. There's a pegboard, but that looks cool. What is this? Why was this not in the... Where was that in the 2 videos? Like, that feels like a pretty cool component to showcase. You're like, yeah, nah. Okay, Bad Crow Games. Let's see what they've done. They did the second edition Company of Hero board games. Let's see. This one was not on... This was on Kickstarter, so we got a second Company of Heroes Kickstarter. By the way, a couple show notes. Going to be a lot of how to play videos over the next few weeks before Thanksgiving in particular, trying to pump out a bunch of those because they're just, wow, 1.2 million, that's great. And that's them. So let's make sure people got their stuff. Bad Crow Games. So 3 created. A lot of people there. So the Mech Commander RTS, Company of Heroes board game, and then the second edition. Let's take out the track record. Do it in the proper order. So this is the most recent project. Do people have their stuff? Good morning. How to request a refund, please? Not a great start, especially from a super backer, but hey, whatever. They back a bunch of stuff. Maybe they need the money. You would need to make a ticket on our support site here. You would. It's a wood. There's a wood there. I don't know. The port strike will only suspended until January 15, 2025. Any contingencies should the strikes resume? The chances of this happening are fairly high. Will there be another delay should that happen? We'll be keeping an eye on that and discussing it with fulfillment partner GameQuest. Since I'm in Australia, I'm not affected by the shipping issues. Fingers crossed for a Christmas miracle. Eagerly awaiting. So this one is not out yet. Let's check out the most recent update. New production update. This one's from October last month. Not too bad. First, we want to apologize for the last update this month. Late update. It's been a little bit crazy with the production, getting the review copies, the U.S. port strikes, and so on. So be sure we can get a good update. We've waited a little bit longer to get all the information correct for you. Nice. So here's production stuff. Here's a thing. Errata, stickers. Looks like a really rock solid update here. Pre-packing, shipping. This is the kind of updates to keep people happy. This is what we want to see here. Even if they don't have stuff necessarily shipped out, they're doing great communication. Thanks for the transparency. Super bummed about the delayed. Thanks for the... Yeah, cool. Looks good. So this one definitely is probably out then, right? Because that's the second edition. And then Mech Commander RTS, I'm going to guess, is obviously way out since this is many years ago. Sorry for the quiet over here as we run the second edition campaign. It's been going quite well, so they pinned that. Cool. Never received. Pretty sure we all got scammed here. I never received my original backer order. Can someone please check this for me? Where is my game? This Lynx is not working for anymore. Can please someone help me? So I'm glad I'm not the OKU one missing my copy of the game. I should have sent with my gut. Hello, I have a question. How do I use the world building pack? Is there any guide? I still haven't received my game either. Please reach out to us so we can check what happened. I never got my game either. Where's my game? I am a Metal Backers. I'm still waiting news about refund. Please respond. I am Metal Backers. Here are the pictures of the box. So yeah, this is doesn't look great, but it's 4,526 people, and this is a smattering. So you do have to take that into consideration. So this one is out. And then the Mech Commander, if you don't have any issues, please submit a support ticket here. That's what you pin. That's a good moment to pin. Anybody know who I may reach out and still have not received the game 2 years ago? So yeah, people got their stuff. So at the end of the day, fine. Fine. Looks like a bit rocky there, but we're cool. So can you do it? Yeah, I'll give you the nod on that one. I'm not worried about it. How much is it? $80. Doesn't feel like an $80 game. Wow, that did not feel like an $80 game in either of those videos. That's rough, especially considering it's just a 45-minute cooperative game, right? Like, why does this need to be $80? Like, I know you have the Avatar IP, but yeah, why is this $80? That's my gut reaction. Oh, it's the deluxe edition. Cool. Then maybe don't show me the box, because I don't give a crap about the box. Maybe show me why it's deluxeified, whether there's coins or something. Okay, so it is the deluxe, though. Fine. Cool. Family, complex, competitive, strategy, luck, dice builder. Ooh, dice builder. Do love that. Cooperative. Why back now? Back the deluxe edition now and receive our non-bender expansion for free. Now you can play as non-benders. Okay. That's kind of crappy. Because if it's like, I just want the standard, oh, cool, I don't get the expansion that I obviously want. Neat. Those that back now will be automatically entered into our weekly drawing. This includes patches, t-shirts, free add-ons. That's interesting. That feels like one of those things you couldn't do on Kickstarter that you can't do on GameFound. I'm not against it. I don't hate that. Cool. It gets you backing earlier. I think it's a smart idea. I'm not a big fan of the fact that we have patches and t-shirts and all this other knickknacks and paddywhacks, but I get it. The reason why is, as you add more and more stuff that you're going to get to people, there's just more and more steps in the process where mistakes could potentially happen and delays could happen and money shortages could go this, that, the other way. So, but I get it. It's Avatar. I would do the same thing. So I'm not going to knock them on that one. Because if you're making Avatar, do you just want to make the Avatar game or do you want to make a bunch of money on a bunch of other stuff? But then again, that also then tells me that this isn't really the pledge you probably want me to take. There's probably a pledge where I'm going to get a t-shirt and a patch and a bunch of cool Avatar stuff. So just be gutsy and show me that one instead of this one, because chances are that one's probably more popular than this one. I'm speculating that there is in fact that pledge, and if there's not, then I also am wondering why. Stretch 5 payments as low as $9 per month. Okay, what? Okay, just tell me the price. That's weird. So we have. So this is. So it's just that feels like such a. Hey, we know you might be poor. I don't know. Like you don't. I guess it's nice that you're giving me the extra details, but it rubs me a little weirdly. And I'm wondering if anybody else sees that. I'm like, huh. Are you thinking $45? Both editions. So everybody gets everything, except this box is wider, okay? Deluxe upgrades, an adventure board, thicker and reinforced, dual layered. Wow, I love the fact that there's no pictures of any of this stuff. That's my favorite, said no one. So a Comet track, dual layered, Aang's board, so we're going to dual layer things. Cool, mystery pegs, premium upgrade with Avatar. Then why didn't you showcase these to me? And now you're like, because they weren't the standard version of the game. Who cares? Put a little things at boop. Deluxe edition of the game. Instead of showing me 6 seconds of a card on fire and you talking, show me some other stuff. Show me 12 seconds of game found at the end of these. Both of them had 6 seconds of game found. Maybe that's something that they have to do. Maybe that's part of their agreement with game found. But if not, that is 12 seconds of what you had, which was like a minute 40. We'll go say a minute and 40, I think it was. Grand total, I think it was actually a little bit less than that, more like 135. But that's still a huge chunk of your video. Instead of showcasing these things, mastery pegs, cool, show me them. Drawstring bag, all the cards, limit and finished, dice, beautifully engraved. And now I'm like, okay, $80 feels fine, right? Now I go back to, oh yeah, there was a bunch of nice dice. There was this, that, the other thing. There was that cool looking pegboard that for whatever reason you didn't feel the need to show me up close, at least. And maybe I missed it. Maybe I was too busy looking at something else for the 4 seconds you showed it to me. Rolling early bird special. That's intriguing. What does that mean? Everyone who has backed the standard deluxe reward tier from the beginning of the campaign to the 10th of November. That's over. Cool. Dice tray will be included in your order at the end of the campaign. Yeah. Final design to be voted on by backers. Yay! If we have a total of 24-hour backers of $250,000 by the end of November 10th, we will extend to the end of the campaign. And they got it. Okay, so that's cool. That's awesome. So that's exciting. That's a good start. I don't mind that. It's an interesting idea. And those actually do look nice. I would lead with those. Because it was the first I was like, nice try. I don't really care. But I was like, oh, those are nice. So $80. It's fine. So it's 2,118, 104. The Avatar Journey of Egg Deluxe all in. Only 193. Holy crud. Bauer's Law just absolutely dominated, violated, absolutely, completely just crushed there. 2,118. To this one, well, let's take it's a $110 price jump. Holy God, that is such a terrible price jump. You were gonna have to sell me 2 copies of the game. 2.25, 2.3 copies of the game. That's a really hard sell. Wow. Okay, let's see. And it's like it just feels like it's sprung on me too here. It's like, yeah, you don't even want me to take this pledge level. At least lead with this and fall back on that. That's, because here's the end of the day. You have Avatar fans. And there's a lot of Avatar fans. They have a lot of money. They've shown that numerous times. They showed that on the Kickstarter they did for the RPG book. They raised like $6 million or something insane like that. I think it was like $5 or $6 million. All right. They clearly have a fervent fan base that you could have tapped into. And I don't feel like this pledge was it. And I don't feel like you really showcased. Like, what is this? Is this a dice tower? Why wasn't that in the video? Like, tease me. What is all this stuff? Hopefully you show me down here. I'm sure you will, but why not earlier? Upgraded foil technique cards, Master of the Four Nations. These are bangers, I guess. Up at foil tech. So foil cards, cool. Poster. Oh, that's a map. It's a poster. Yeah, if I'm an Avatar fan, that's cool. And if I'm not an Avatar fan, I'm still going to enjoy having a big map. Let my daughter play with it. Challenge cards, larger and with flavor text. Okay. These look like really rock solid upgrades. Then we have the Iconic Locations Miniature Pack. Lowest price in 30 days. Oh, so they can lower the price? That is interesting. So yeah, you didn't spotlight these at all? Coming soon. Well, why don't you not? Well, maybe you had to launch because it's, you know, the Avatar thing, but yeah, that's not great. Like, these feel like big things that you should want to sell me as an Avatar fan, especially if I'm a painter. Like, these are things that you can showcase on the front instead of this stupid box that doesn't look good. It just says Avatar. It has Avatar on it, or Aang, or whatever the hell his name is. Why would you showcase me these gorgeous looking things? You paint them, showcase them. Attract a different market that's like, oh yeah, I do like Avatar, and I'm a painter, and I wasn't really interested in the game, but yeah, I really wanted to paint this cool dice tower because it'd be super fun for my, but you didn't. You got a stupid box that's stupid, generic, and just gray and blah. And it's just, why would you? And then to not mention them in the video, that's a full point grade bump down for me. Like, this is what you want to sell. And you're not selling a lot of them. I mean, you're selling over 100, so that's great. But comparatively speaking, Bauer's Law is that your most fancy deluxe pledge level should be 7 to 10 times your standard. And but if you don't showcase it, the neoprene adventure mat so there's a double-sided play mat. Cool. Feels like something cool to be mentioned in a video, right? The premium insert. Wow, I'd love to zoom in on that. Oh, we can? We can zoom in on it? That looks great. Who ran this project? Like, who decided that? Whoever over at this company was the one who was like, no, we shouldn't focus on that. You need to take that person and say, hey, maybe we don't do that again. Like, wow. This just feels like such an afterthought. And it should be your bread and butter. Because you know you got a bunch of whales who throw $200 down on Avatar, not even think about it, right? This really, like, this makes me want to go. And I know it's an RPG, but I just want to see what their other things they were selling aside from the RPG. That's what I'm checking here. I'm not talking about the booklet, but I'm like, what else were they selling with this that was like, well, because I'm going to guess there was at least 100 to 120, the 200 deluxe dice bag, special cover book. Okay, so the 200, and that one had 12,000. You know, it's just, yeah, so we're selling dice bags, and this, that, the other things. And it still looks mostly in the lane, but it's just, what was this? It's 9.5. My mistake. I thought it was 5 or 6. I'm glad we checked that. Wow. I know, granted, that's an RPG versus a board game. It's a whole different thing, but I'm still just like, oh, here we go. Now I'm seeing some nice looking components. Dual layer upgrade. Why are these buried? Wow. Challenge and play marker skills. Wooden marker upgrade. Those are really nice. Elemental upgrade. Okay. Why is this buried? Like, I don't even get it. Painted upgrade. Plus $8. Yeah, I had questions. Now I don't. The dice. This is all $80. I don't have a problem with this. I still would, like, probably get the other one if I was excited about this game, which I'm not. But just as like an $80 price point if you're an Avatar fan, like, this looks fine. I can see why it's $20 over MSRP because it clearly looks deluxeified. Cool. Then we have the standard edition for you scrubs. Once again, you don't even show me the price here. That's annoying. Why not combine them? Like, why? Why? It'd be like if here's our menu and here's our price book. Figure it out. Thanks. Rule book. Watch the short tutorial. Great. Why don't we lead with this? This is, once again, really, this is worth your weight in gold. The How to Play Coca-Cola Polo Royals game. That's also worth its weight in gold. Go check that one out. There's only one other How to Play video on the internet. It's 8.5 minutes. Come on. 3:30. I'm shaving you 5 minutes. It's a 10-minute game. All right. Watch the longer, more complete gameplay. Fantastic. Tabletop Simulator. That's what I need to get in on. I need to start doing those Tabletop Simulator gameplays. Playthroughs. So we have gameplays, and we have a quick tutorial. I put these higher, but that's very nice. Very nice. Helped me make an informed buying decision. Still need that rule booklet. You don't have that. That's ugly. Let me check. Rule. You can find the... Oh, here it is. It's just... Oh, it's right there. It's in the... I won't pay attention. 25 pages. Let's make sure they didn't waste the back page. Don't put artwork. You didn't put artwork, did you? We'll get back to that. If it's artwork, I am immediately just smiting this. No, look at that. That's what a back of a rule booklet should look like. Dang it. I mean, there's a lot of wasted space. I put even more info, but that's nice. That's nice. Okay. So, short tutorial shipping. I guess that's what I'm in. So, $16.20. So I'm looking at $100. What were the other pledges? So it was $65. It feels $5 over MSP. It's fine. This one, $100. It feels fine. Once again, you're paying for Avatar IP. Really deluxeified looking components, very nice. And then this one, just, oh my god, just absolute crap the bed. It just doesn't feel. So what is this box? Because that one looks, so the wait. Is this the only way you lump that in? Oh, you're disgusting. That is disgusting. I am glad that you are probably not happy with how this is going after seeing that. Because that's... Why? Why? I could buy that as an add-on, right? Like, that's not locked out. Okay. Still, crappy, but not the end of the world. Okay. I thought it was locked out, in which case that was going to be like smiting them. But no, it's okay. So it's $10. So now the price that I want is $110. Yeah. You played cute. You locked it in with there, and you just assumed that was going to move the needle. But it's just like, yeah, that pledge area, that just... If this were properly showcased, throw another 0 on this, I think that's reasonable. Right? Maybe not. At least 500 more, though, right? This is like 1,500. That one's more like 700, 800, 1,000 diehard Avatar fans. Like, especially with these, I want to see these. I want to see these zoomed in. I want to see these painted. This is a premium dice tower showcase. Yeah, what the hell? That looks like it's straight from the game or the movie or whatever, the show, the thing. Yeah, not showcased very well. I'm curious to see what people are saying in the comments. Oh, hey, there's my Amazon. That's not supposed to be there. You can see how Amazon, click on those links down below. I make 56 cents last month on those links. Those do not do well, but hey, just pitting nickels. Can shift to deluxe all because the net value is below what I've already paid by adding some of the add-on. Ooh! Ow! Can't shift to the deluxe all-in because the net value is below what I've already paid for. You may need to just cancel entirely and add the deluxe all-in. Game found system is not the greatest of this. Let me know. Or you could have just... or just slam dunk at home the first time. Or you can wait for Pledge Manager to change it. Yep. Seems a combination of all accessories is more expensive than the deluxe game itself is ridiculous. Original insert should have been designed to store every gameplay contents, even the non-bender expansion with sleeve cards. Please don't tell me we need the premium insert to contain every gameplay content with sleeve cards. It is not supposed to be designed as a solution, but an optional choice. It is entirely optional. The deluxe insert will be a basic yet fully functional insert. I will stick with the original deluxe pledge, but the only add-on I'm thinking about getting are the location miniatures. Will they fit in the box without the premium insert? Yeah, so this is a lot of people like not happy with like this is why that number is so poor. Like I wasn't being a jerk. Like this is not typically how it's supposed to look, and if it is, it's probably on you. Could you please upgrade the shipping chart to show the cost between all-in and deluxe? Yeah. Duh! That's what a power says. If you have 3 pledges, you should have 3 shipping areas. Well, not 3 shipping areas, but you know what I'm saying, brought up. And it's like, duh things. Like, yeah, one of these has a lot more. The $45 one versus the $190 one, they're going to cost a different amount to ship. Obviously. Yeesh. Yeesh. And it's like, this is not your first project. This is not your first rodeo. You've done this. You have had a grand total of over 10,000 backers. You should know this stuff. Come on. Do the all-in pledgers get one or two of the dice tray, one with the all-in and one for the rolling early birds? It would just be the one dice tray. We do not have the dice tray as a purchasable add-on at this time. Okay. Once again, questions that could be very easily answered if you just showcase the freaking pledge. It's such a duh. I backed the deluxe edition before November 10th, but edited it today to add some add-ons. My pledge longer notices, yeah. Because do you think people want to do this song and dance? No, they just say, yeah, click it, set it, forget it. Let's enjoy the stretch goals. But now it's like, yeah, I got it. Yeah. Based on the preview so far, it looks like the technique cards are using simplified Chinese characters, at least in some. In the show, most Chinese characters are traditional, not simplified. Okay. Well, the insert come assembled in the box. They're in here. They're doing good customer service then, at least. So fine. Save $45 on the new. Oh, okay. On the new. So this was just unveiled today. Wow. Okay. So I feel like throwing an extra 0 on it maybe was very reasonable. Because I second guessed myself. Like, man, that's how people shop on Kickstarter. Like, when you have something like this where clearly it's insanely overpriced for this price jump, it's still roughly, they're close to each other. Within a couple hundred is typically what we see. Want all the add-ons? This is the reward tier for you. Includes the deluxe edition with all stretch goals. Like, how did you not know people wanted this? That's just so... like... it's so you not looking around the room, right? Is this discount applied when you add all the items individually, or will there be an option for this in the pledge manager? When you say all the items are unpainted, by default, does this mean the APA comes unpainted if we choose this bundle option? So to clarify this, it's just there's questions on questions on questions because you just didn't. It's like I tell my kids, do it right the one time, because otherwise you're gonna have to fix it over and over. And I'm bad about it. Like I'm super bad about it. That's why I tell my kids that I'm like, don't be like me. God, I'll never quit Grammarly. So final grade for Avatar: Journey of Aang. Underwhelming. Do I want it? Not really. Like, the gameplay itself took a backseat to a lot of other stuff that just, I don't know why. But, no, not as an Avatar fan. As an Avatar fan, maybe. The rule booklet's there. 25 pages seems like a lot. But there's gameplay videos, there's tutorials. The components look cool when you actually showcase them, which you didn't very well in the video. But, do I want it? I'll give it a slight nod if you're an Avatar fan. Because, can you do it? Yeah, I'm not worried about that, even though... you know what? I am. There's a little bit of me. Not a huge amount of me. Not for this project. 3 projects from now. Somebody save that clip. 3 projects from now, then I will be concerned if there's still things like this going on. I'm like, okay, this is scary. But at the end of the day... you know, they're making a lot. They got $288,000, but they're also making a lot of stuff. They're making, yeah. But yeah, can you do it? I'll give it the slight nod. Because once again, you're not going to screw up having Avatar. It's 2 days left. Wow. Then how much is it? Doesn't feel terrible, even though your shipping area is, because it doesn't actually tell me probably my price. So that's annoying. And your 190 price jump feels god-awful because you made it feel god-awful because for whatever reason, you didn't realize that it should be there, right? Like you should have known that, yeah, there's going to be Avatar fans who want all the Avatar stuff because obviously they do. So you have the $45 one that's going to be at, GameStop, hopefully. You have the $80 one, which is going to be super deluxeified and super nice, and you did a great job on that one. Like, it looks really nice. And then you get to the 190 one, and it's just nowhere to be found. Completely non-existent because you didn't make it until 2 days and 9 hours before the end. And maybe that's because you didn't know what all it was going to be, or maybe that's because there already was there, and the prices were weird. Like, I don't even know. It's so hard to read. It just feels so mismanaged. And at the end of the day, underwhelming. It feels like definitely one like, yeah, I can just wait. So final grade for Avatar Journey of Aang, I don't feel like it's great. The videos didn't help. No real quotes, no focusing on the pedigree or the designer or your previous games or anything. It's just like, hey, we got Avatar, we got a cooperative game, and then it's just, yeah. Then when you look at it at that perspective, it's like, okay, it's just a 45-minute cooperative game. I'm paying $80 for it. It's like, well, 45 doesn't feel bad. Maybe I'll find it at GameStop when it's clearance. You know, it's 30% off. Like, I gotta pick this up for 38. That's what this one feels like to me. Unfortunately, I do want to look at their pedigree though before we head out, because I'm very curious to know how the other Company of Heroes board game is rated, because I don't believe I've heard anything about it. Oh, no, it's not Walmart. It's just this third party board game geek. What am I doing here? Wow, 8.5. Holy crap, that's very highly rated. Wow. Okay, yeah. Why wouldn't we spotlight this? Like that's a very nice rating. So yeah, 2,000 overall, but it's 2,500 for the second edition. Yeah, I would spotlight that, because that's the same designer, right? Publisher Bad Crow Games. Let's see, where's the Mech Commander's not so hot. Brian Con. Yes, let's see. Yeah, I'd spotlight that. The guy who did Company of Heroes. Very underwhelmed. Yeah, but this is a little thing you could do. But like, oh yeah, it's from the same designer who's able to bring this Company of Heroes game. This, like, look at that. That game looks freaking awesome. Showcase to me that's like the kind of components that you like. Our previous project, we went all out for Company of Heroes, and maybe you can't mention it. We went all out for a different IP, but this time we got Avatar. Like, I just feel like there's so many other better ways you could have handled this than you did. I'm going with a D+. It just feels not great. Let me know in the comments below what's your final grade for this one. If you enjoy the content, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below, as I'm trying to reach 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year, because that would be super tootalicious awesome. Also, just a heads up, expect the unexpected for what I'm releasing and how often I'm releasing. I have a show planned, hopefully in the next few weeks, that's going to be a live stream where we're going to be gambling. I don't know. Like, the channel right now is in a very interesting point, but I'm no longer at Hero Time, and I have a lot more time to put into the channel. So if you have a suggestion on the way I should go, please let me know, because I might do it. And yeah, there's going to be some more coffee videos, but still mentioned in the comment, because people be like, what? Coffee videos? Yeah, they're weird. Don't get excited. They're weird. Bye-bye. Oh, not yet. Apparently I don't want to go. Now I do.